All right, everybody, how is it going, man? Rudolphers here. We are back. Mystical Island pack just dropped. I'm probably late on the content because some people get this as soon as it's 12 o'clock, and I am definitely not the earliest time zone for that. But anyways, we're gonna do. I actually don't even know yet. First thing I'm gonna do is look at this pack. I'm really interested in it. Genetic Apex. So when I click on this, I only see Mewtwo up front. I wonder. Let me see. And the whole front screen looks different too. By the way, it looks like a little bit. Let me check my connection here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna look. We're gonna do some wonder. I don't think any. I'll wait to do some wonder picks for tomorrow. I think it's loading real slow right now. I wonder if they're having any server issues or anything like that. Let me check my connection again. I think I have a really good connection. Yeah, pretty good. So. Oh, already some new ones. Yeah, I was Aerodactyl already, Snivy already. Yeah, I was expecting like yep. I was expecting pretty much every wonder pick I saw today to be new. I know people are like opening massive packs right now. So one thing I'm gonna do, one thing I've been thinking, at least I want to do, is talk about some cards that are worth that you should get, right? So I don't know how polished this video is gonna be. I just hopped on here. I don't even have that much time actually. But one thing I'm definitely gonna hit on, we're gonna go see. So let's see. So how do I see the specific cards for the new pack? Oh. How do I just stay specifically on here? Okay, let's look. I honestly, I really hate how it doesn't show. Forgive me. I mean, obviously, we don't have the cards yet. I haven't even opened up a pack. I will in just a second. So, 68 new cards. One thing I just want to see here. Okay, let's do EX first. That's the first thing I want to see. Let's see what. So, there's. Well, Executor. So, Execute. And then Executor. So, let me look at this one now. Take one energy from your energy zone and attach it to this Pokemon. This, and it does no damage, and this is 50 HP. So this is Executor. Okay, let's see what about the new one. Is the new one okay? The new one does have. I was like, okay, that doesn't like that's not really that useful for the current EX Executor. Okay, but for this one, let's see. So this one can use Psychic. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, so automatically, this is a maybe a potentially better Alakazam. Honestly, he needs one more energy, but he also needs yeah, I think we're just gonna review the cards here. I think I'm gonna need to look at these first before I can decide. But after looking at these, I'll definitely drop a video on I think the best ones that you should the top 5 or 10 that you should definitely be shooting for out of these. So, and this one is this attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, and this is 130 HP, 3 retreat cost, but it's stage 1, so just a little bit. And this is oh, and it was just showing me the art down there, so that's the art, and yeah, 130. I'm trying to think of a practical use. Pikachu, it one shots Pikachu. That's something. Charizard 4. So there's 8 more. I think it one shots Charizard, it one shots Mew 2, right? If they're fully charged up. So pretty much the same uncurved brand as Alakazam, I think. Yeah, I think that one's still uncurved, just like Alakazam is. Okay, I'm just gonna go back actually. I'm not even gonna search. I just want to do mythical only, but it's not letting me do that. Anyways, okay, so Executor, and then like I said, it's Execute and then Executor. Celebi EX. I think this is the one a lot of people are talking about. 130, right? Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage for each hit. So, oh. How much is your HP again? 130? On the low end of HP, but obviously a basic as well. So potentially 100 on your first turn. Again, coin flips. Just off rip, this isn't gonna be that great of a card. I can see potential for sure because this is one of the only cards. This card has the highest ceiling of attack in the game. Just if you get 5 energy on it, it can do 250 if you get 5 hits. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Flip a coin for each energy attached. So yes, each energy, this attack does 50 damage for each hit. So yes, if you have 5 energy on here and they all hit heads, you're doing 250. That would be the highest attack damage in the game. So I expect to see somebody or some person in some time soon to try hitting really hard with the Celebi. But yeah, I can see at least a consistent, like if you get 4 energy on it, I can see a consistent 100 coming out of Celebi. But yeah, definitely, yeah, maybe not that bad with a Lilligant deck, especially, yeah, but I just see it, obviously, Venusaur still doing a lot better than this, but yeah, for a consistent 100, way more bulky, plus the heal, I think Venusaur is a lot better, but yeah, this has potential, and I don't think it's gonna be any metas. May see it, but it'll be very, very interesting to see how that plays out. Snivy, yes, okay, I'm really interested. I'm gonna look through Snivy real quick. 70 Vine Whip. I always hate. They always do grass dirty because the grass always need like 2 energy to attack for whatever reason. So 70 HP, and then let's do Servine. Servine's 50 for 2. Again, like why not just oops. Let me go back to Servine. Servine 50 for 2, 80 HP. Snivy again 70, 40. So you're doing 10 more with 10 more HP. So Servine a true no no help at all in the evolution. And then Superior, which we knew we were getting a Superior, but I wasn't sure if this Superior was going to be EX or not. So I'm gonna just read the card from here if I can. Solar Beam, you're 70, but let's see what the ability is. Each energy attached to your Pokemon provide 2 energy. Oh, wait, what does it mean? This is very interesting. Oh, I guess when it says this effect doesn't stack, I'm assuming it means if you have 2 Superior out there, it doesn't stack. But this is interesting. I think in the regular TCG Charizard, there was a Charizard that had ability like this. For each flame energy, it was the exact same ability, but for fire. And I think this is very interesting because you would truly only need 2 energy on him to attack. But really, the implication of this partners very well with Celebi, actually, if anything. So actually, now that I see this, I can already see this being a deck already. Celebi and Superior, that could be a crazy. Yeah, that's a deck. That's people are already making that tonight. I bet if I get online right now, I would see that. So for anyone that managed to already, fill up their collection. But Superior plus Celebi, yeah, that's definitely a duo because you only need 3 energy for a chance to do 300 damage. That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane. Let me double check that ability again. Each Yeah, each grass energy attached to your Pokemon provide 2 grass energy. Yeah, so that's gonna be crazy. I can see a lot of use in that with your opponent's ex Pokemon is now asleep. Oh, and look at your base form. I thought I was on the base form. 92 points. This is, I guess, very similar to Frostmoth. I think this is just like a grass Frostmoth, so nothing crazy or special here. That's simply what this looks like, is a grass Frostmoth. So, energy whip. If this Pokemon has at least 3 energy attached to it, this does 70 more damage. Again, another Pokemon that pairs well with Celebi. Ponyta, another Ponyta. If it has this attack, does 30 more damage. Okay, not bad actually, considering that normal Ponyta does 20. This has the potential to hit it just as hard as Rapidash on turn 1. So yeah, that's definitely gonna replace a lot of my that's gonna replace my current Ponyta. How much HP? 60 still. Yeah, so a lot better. Let me see what this new Rapidash looks like though. Oh, this is just automatic. Oh. Never. I was gonna say this is just automatically better, but this needs 2 energy on it. To be fair though, yeah, this makes Blaine a little bit stronger, just a little bit. 60 more, so you're hitting harder than Ninetales. With the if you get hits, you're hitting harder than Ninetales though. But it's based off a coin flip. Gosh, why couldn't this just be discard energy? How still 100 HP? So this one's just as pretty much the same as the other, but that's just this one needs 2 energy. Honestly, not bad at all there. I don't like relying on coin flips, so maybe I wouldn't go for this. But I think that's definitely worth trying out with the for sure. So Magmar, I think I've seen this one already. Discard 2 fire energy from this Pokemon, and then you could do 80. But the only issue is this one kind of isn't that great in my opinion, because of you won't be able to attack again for 2 turns, and also you won't be able to retreat either. So this is what's kind of interesting for me. So 80 damage. He's doing 80. He's 80 HP. 2 retreat costs. Not that great. But I know there's a new trainer card that you can retreat with 2 basically. Oops, sorry. Where's he at? Okay, right here. Larvavist. 30. How much? 80 HP. 30 for combustion, and then his second form, discard volcanic ash, discard 2 energy from his Pokemon, 80 damage to one of your oh wow, this is the hardest sniper. This is the heaviest sniper ever. Again though, such a huge drawback though. Is there no flame card in here that is there no flame card that will counter this or help him? I'm interested about that. Is there no flame card that will help there? Send. Oh yes, I was just thinking about this card. So please tell me there's a new Salazzle. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poison, this attack does 40 more damage. What does Salazzle look like? Poison Claw, your opponent's active. That's an interesting combination. Salandit does more damage that's interesting. How much HP to 60? And then Salazzle's 80. So you almost wouldn't even. You would almost run two of these and keep one from evolving, almost, wouldn't you? That would. This is a little bit better than what he currently had, but I think Salazzle should ultimately just be. I don't know. This is better. This is something very interesting. I still don't think it's hitting hard enough, but that's interesting nonetheless. Magikarp leaps, which bench. So there's okay, there must be a new Gyarados. Rampaging Whirlpool. Discard a random energy from among the energy attached to all Pokemon. What? Wow. That's... If your opponent has a lot of energy on the board, it's a good chance that they're more likely to lose energy than you. If this is completely like just like a spinning a wheel type deal, that's interesting. Not a bad Gyarados. How much HP? I was gonna say, I noticed it's gonna have a decent HP. 180 HP. With Misty, this automatically becomes a really, really good card. It one shots Mewtwo with Giovanni. Oh man. And even if it doesn't one shot, the Mewtwo may lose an energy. So very, very interesting card here with Gyarados. And I think you should expect to see this really soon. Yep, Gyarados EX looks like top. He's definitely on top. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I knew about this Vaporeon already. But as often as you like during your turn, you may move a water energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. So awesome. Wave Splash, 60 damage. So yeah, not bad. Again, this pairs well with Gyarados, or just anybody really. Water. So this partners with Lumineo. I can never say this name right. Lumineo, I think that's how you say it. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So Finio and then Lumineo. Again, another heavy sniper, but this one is strictly bench, so it kind of is landlocked, unlike the Volcarona one. This one's landlocked pretty hard. Shoot tool. I think this is that dragon, right? Yeah. That falls into Dreadnought. I'm terrible with the new Pokemon names, so sorry if I mispronounce anything. Bite. So what's Dreadnought do? Dreadnought, or however you say it. Crunch. Flip a coin if hits. Discard rendering from your opponent's back. Okay, not bad. But 3 for 70 is crazy bad, but this definitely should have been 2, because if you think about it, now I get the effect. How much HP is it? Oh, he is pretty tanky though. I'm saying I get the effect, but then you gotta think about Sand Slash and like Psyduck and stuff. Psyduck's doing 70 for 2. Sand Slash doing 70 for 2. Bisharp's doing. There's a lot of stage ones that do 70 for 2 energies. So that's why this one's like, but this one does have a lot more HP, and this one has an ability attached to it. So I see now why. And then Cramorant, cool. Flip a coins if heads during your opponent's next turn. Damage. Oh god, and effects of attacks to this Pokemon. So that's crazy. So, and also when you think about it, this is very interesting wording, because I actually haven't came across anything like this yet on Pokemon Pocket, but in live, this wording is very important, because when it says do 30 damage to in Pokemon, that's different from your attack doing 30 damage. So when it says put 30 damage, this attack does 30 damage to a certain Pokemon, that's an effect. So with this ability, this negates that too. You negate damage and the effect, which damage can also be an effect, or if that makes sense. But another Pikachu people were talking about. Let's take just 10 each. Okay, so this. Well, I mean, I guess it's something for your Raichu deck before Raichu gets going. But there's a new Raichu for each bench. So this does what? There's 30. It just does 30 if you have max bench. Giga Shock. What? This is actually with Lieutenant Surge too. This is actually a pretty decent one because 60 plus 20. This is pretty much. This is almost better than Articuno. 20 damage. Interesting. I'm very interested to try this out, especially since I want to use Lieutenant Surge. Electabuzz. Another. Okay, good. Hopefully, is this better? But this does 40 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, good. No restriction on this one, unlike the other one. You can hit anybody with this. Only 40, so not that much better than Zep Striker, honestly. But again, this is a basic, so you can start setting that up pretty early. Joltik, Bug Bite. So what is Joltik? Galvantula, Web. Your opponent's next. Oh, just this is okay. A pretty much a Arbok, an electric Arbok. I'm not mad at it. It does a little bit more than Arbok. How much HP? Only 80 though. I think it's Arbok's at a what 90 or 100. I can't remember. So just a little bit. He hits a little bit harder than Arbok though. Not bad. I'm not mad at that at all. Can think of a good stall deck, trap deck there. Dudene, I think for playing. Okay, not bad. I guess a good stall. Mew, and then I heard a lot about this. Well, I think it's the Mew EX one. So this is just normal Mew. I can't see it yet, but there's Mew. Oh, here it is, Mew EX. So choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon attack and use it as this attack. I remember reading this. I don't know if it includes the effect or not as well, or what when it comes to that. But we'll see more with that. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Mew's always able to copy stuff because the Mew's like supposed to be like the original Pokemon. Who is this? Oh, is this that draw a card? How much HP do you have? So just a better Meowth, honestly here. Well, a Meowth for Psychic decks specifically, but I think never mind. He actually has an evolution. He actually has 3, right, or just 2? My Hacker Max. Your this attack does 20 more damage for each of your opponents. This Pokemon. Okay, so total it could do up to 70. So 70 max there for 70 for one. On a stage 1, how much HP do you have? This is probably the best. Like, consider most teams are gonna have a stack bench, but obviously not always. This pretty much is like the easiest, or like the easiest setup of 70. Isn't this like used to be like a fairy type? Or I know this game limited on the typing here. You're supposed to activate now. Sleep, okay. Hypnotic Gaze, Floaty, Floetie. Heal 100 damage from his Pokemon. Okay. Florgriss. Heal 20 from each of your opponent's Pokemon. For each of your Pokemon. From each of. Okay. What's your evolution do? 60 for 2. How much? Only 100 HP. That's interesting. Again, Sandslash is better than this. Sandslash at 100 for 70. So another Mankey. I find this one interesting, but potentially better than the current Mankey we have. I like how it seems. I'm interested into why they didn't put new Pokemon. Instead, they added a lot of other versions of the current ones we have, and I wonder if that was intentional or not, because I wonder why they did that. But anyways, Mankey. Okay, not that's if Tails is taking 50's crazy. 50 for one is kind of crazy, and then Primate, and then Primate's just a guaranteed 50. Not, I'm not even hating on that, honestly. How much HP? Only 80 though. I'm actually not mad at that at all. So you can do 100 in pretty much 2 turns with the Geodude, Light Punch, and a new Graveler. And then I'm really interested. Let's see what this Golem does. During your opponent's next turn, this attack takes 30 less than. Is this so? This is better than the current Golem, right? Or how much? So they're both 160. They both need 4 to attack. This one does only 120, but with 30 less. Okay, very interesting. Or Aerodactyl. I know a lot of people heard about this one. Your opponent can't play any Pokemon from their hand to evolve their active Pokemon. This is very interesting. Very interesting. Most of the time though, if I'm playing like Dragonite or anything like Venusaur where I'm evolving, they're usually on the bench. So this one can be tricky, but I don't see it very being that tricky since I'm usually switching out anyway. Marshadow. Attack during your opponent's next turn. This attack does 60 more damage. Okay, yeah, pretty much a revenge. I was gonna say pretty much a revenge attack, and the attack is called Revenge. Okay, like I said, Revenge. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 60 more. So kind of a potentially a more consistent Primeape, I should say. So not bad. Is this a stage 1 or stage 2, right? Marshadow is okay, looks like a basic Pokemon. So this is a lot more consistent, and I would even say better than a Mankey deck. But I would actually probably partner this with Mankey, honestly. But maybe some better things to partner with. I'll have to look. But that definitely seems like a Pokemon. Marshadow seems like a good one to keep an eye out on. Stun Joiner. Mega Kick for 90. Are you a basic? 90. Considering again, some Pokemon do 70 for 2. I think this isn't that great. But what's your HP? 120. Not the worst. Coughing. Another coughing. Okay, this is a lot. This is automatically 10 times better than the current coughing. So it's one thing you definitely want is to have, especially if you're running a Koga deck, is you want to be able to have a second coughing just ready to go. And I think this one's a lot better, I think. Oh, and there's a second Wheezing too. So during your opponent's next turn, if the defending Pokemon tries to use an attack, your opponent flips a coin. If Tails, this attack does nothing. Oh. Oh, if Tails, that attack does nothing. Interesting. Not bad. Okay. How much HP does this one have? 110. Okay, still 110. Okay, not bad. Purloin. Okay, that's the basic Liepard, I think I said. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know where we're at. So what's Liepard look like? Slash for 40 for 1. And if you think about this, 40, yeah, not bad. This is pretty much like a Rapidash. For not yet. This is exactly pretty much a dark Rapidash type. Not a bad card to throw in like that Wheezing deck or so. Ram, Bullepy, your opponent's Apex is now poisoned. So again, a good evolution too. So this is one of those good ones where if you go first or second, you can still attack. you can still attack your second turn even if you know evolve it with Whirlipede, and then you can still with Scolipede. Oh my god. With Scolipede, let's go see what Scolipede looks like. Yeah, I keep accidentally clicking back. I don't know what I'm clicking to make it go back. So Venipede, Whirlipede, Scolipede. Okay, and this partners really well with. Did I just say that? Or this? I think I did or didn't. Excuse. This partners really well with Weezing as well. I think basic Weezing though. Obviously, that's pretty much the original Weezing. Yeah, this partner's way better than Arbok, for sure. Koga, and then so you come in doing 130. Yeah, that's crazy. Plus there'll already be poison from the previous turn. So this would really take out a lot of. And how much HP is he running? Let me go look at that HP. Scolipede definitely. What number are you? If that happens again, I think he's 56 or something, 68 or something. And 140, yes. Oh, but this is, well, he is a stage. He is a stage 3, but he does set himself up too, though. That's what's interesting, is he can set himself up. So this is definitely another card to look out for, I think, actually. And oh, another dual type. Dragon types always seem to have 2 typings. That's it's just second. So ability, if this Pokemon is in an active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, do 20 damage to the attacking Pokemon. Oh, I was gonna say, this sounds like Rough Skin, of course. The name of the ability is Rough Skin. Dragon Claw for 90. How much HP? Only 100. Interesting though. With Rough Skin, not bad. They'll have to play around that too. Yeah, so much energy though for so little, you know. I think it'd be better if he did 100. I think 100 is nice here. I think if Dragon Claw should be 100 here, but. And okay, Pidgey. Again, I'm gonna kind of skim pretty quickly around the basic ones. Pidgeot. I'm sorry, Pidgeotto. Wing attack for 50, 90 HP. EX Pidgeot. This deck does 20 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And we saw a similar, I think, was it Dudini or Dudina, or was it that it was another card that had a similar effect. But this one has a potential. This seems very well, even though it's weak to Pikachu. This seems like a pretty heavy Pikachu counter. But yeah. So this is hitting for 140 if everything goes right. So I think not bad. That's yeah, potentially better than Machamp. So okay, let's see what else we got. Tauros. Oh yeah, I think I've seen this a little bit. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an EX, this attack does 80. That's quite the jump. 80 more damage. So not bad. Obviously the downfall of this is you're only doing 40 damage for 3 energy if it's not EX. So but on the upside, 120 on a basic. If he's sitting in the back, which I think that's how I would run this card, is he's sitting in the back row, and I would just build him up to come in and probably knock out excuse me, NEX. But he fits into quite a few decks, I think too. I would even say you could probably throw him into that wheezing coughing deck. That Scolipede deck maybe even. But yeah, this does there's a lot of new potential here. Another EV. This actually does 20 damage for each hit. Ooh. Okay, that has unlimited potential, but we won't see much of that though. Chatot. Shuffle your hand into your deck, draw each card. Oh, man. Not a bad card. I don't think, with how little the decks are, I don't think how this one would take off too much, but yeah. If your opponent happened to get lucky and get a bunch of Professor Oaks early, this one can definitely even the field. And then, is that... Oh, yeah, just the same deal. It's the same old Ember for Aerodactyl. And then... Okay. Put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard. Okay, what was I thinking about earlier? I was thinking about earlier how bulky Venusaur was. And I was going to say the one weakness is if you pit too many bench Pokemon out, they can kind of fight around your Venusaur. And I was thinking, okay, good thing we don't have anything that can like kind of pull out another Pokemon. And I think this one's pretty interesting. But I don't really see anything. Wait, okay, put it from your, and I guess put a base from your opponent's discard. But so I guess you get to choose the Pokemon too. I can't remember. I feel like I was the other day just thinking about like a card like that, and I can't remember if it was for Venusaur or not, or if there was some other card that I thought that's pretty cheeky. Maybe Dragonite could run this. Yeah. Or with all of the cards that do damage for the amount of bench Pokemon, this could also help that as well. So, Mythical Slab. Look at the top. This definitely has I think you're definitely gonna see this in a lot of Mewtwo decks. I think this has potential for sure. For sure. So very specific for Mew EX. In the active spot into here. Yeah, that's pretty broken actually. And then blue, take your points next turn. All your Pokemon take additional attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. So okay, great. I'll remember this card. Blue, Leaf. So Leaf, I thought it was gonna be called Green, but Leaf. During this turn, the retreat cost of your active Pokemon is 2 less. So, and I wonder. I think, and this probably stacks with X speed as well. So yeah, but this is a lot better than for the heavier tanks that you may throw out there to take some hits. You can actually get them out. So, and was Leaf it? Yeah, Leaf was the last one. Okay. A lot of potential here. I think there's definitely a few standouts off rip, and I want to say Superior definitely was the first one, I think. Gyarados looks crazy strong. Let's see, what's Pidgey? Oh, okay, yeah. So again, this works well with the Pokeflute. If you're trying to do that extra 20 damage. So yeah, I really can't. I think I want to say that might be it. Is if you have a really bulky EX to deal with, but you only need one more. I think that Pokeflute plus Sabrina combo could be pretty crazy to see. I think we may start seeing quite a bit of that, especially. Oh, you know what? No, that's it. I'm glad it hit me. Arbok deck. I think that was the deck I'm thinking about. Pokeflute plus Arbok Weezing. That's a new. That's gonna be something else to look out for. Pokeflute Arbok Weezing is is gonna be the new trap meta. That's gonna be pretty hard to deal with. So, yep. Anyways, I think that's it. I just want to go over these cards. I'm gonna make a video talking about what I think the best ones are and ones you should like target. But this is my pretty much review of them. So, hope you guys enjoy. We're out.